Good morning, children. So, today we are going to see lesson 3 Judgment of the Owl. So, in this lesson, we are going to identify the difference between living beings and non living things, identifying the similarities and difference between animals and plants. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you what are living and non living things. See, we are surrounded by living and non living things. See, living things, uh, all the things that can live. Okay, see, for example, the living things, it feeds, it has to eat. Okay, it moves, it must move from one place to another, and it grows, so it must grow. It reproduces, it must have babies. See, for example, what are the living things? Living things are plants and animals and human beings. Is that clear? Non-living things, for a thing to be called non-living things, see, it has to show. See here, what are the above characteristics, what are the things I told you, no? For living things, it has to eat, it has to move, it has to grow and reproduce. This nothing will happen in non-living things. For example, see, next to me I have one table. See here, whether this table will move, this water bottle will move, this laptop will move, whether it is eating, whether it is eating, either my phone is eating, no. Whether it is reproducing, no. Whether it is moving, no. So, examples of non-living things are, can you guess? See, tell me what are the things which does not feed, does not eat, does not move, it does not grow and does not reproduce. What are these? These are non-living things, and things are called, see here, for example, it is sand, wooden table, glass, all these things. Okay, so I think now you have a clear idea of living and non-living things. To identify, see, before you judge, before you see, dear children, on seeing which is non-living things and which is living things, non-living and living things. So before you identify it, you should ask few questions in your mind. What are they? Whether does it eat? If it eats, then it is a living thing. If it does not eat, then it is a non-living thing. So keep it in mind, whether it is eating, or does it grow, does it move, does it have a baby. See, if the answers to all this question is yes, then it is a living thing. Okay, is that clear? See, let me ask you two different things. Whether the butterfly and a mobile phone, which one is a living thing and non-living thing? See, for example, I'll tell you. See, does butterfly eat? You tell me whether it is eating. Nearby our garden, flowers, you can see butterflies, right? Whether it is eating? Yes, it eats. A butterfly eats nectar from the flowers. What about the mobile phone? I'm having a mobile phone in my hand. Okay, because now I'm speaking, so I'm recording, so I have a mobile phone. Whether it eats, does my mobile eat? No, it does not. So mobile phone is a non-living thing. Okay. See, butterfly grows. Does the butterfly grows? Yes, it grows. The butterfly grows from a small caterpillar and it flies. Yes, sir. Butterfly is flying. So it is a living things. Okay. So if anything, mobile phone will not eat, will not move, and it will not grow, and it doesn't have a baby. So it is a non-living things. Is that clear, children? Okay, so now we should confirm that living being will breathe. Living living things will eat, living things will grow. So these are some of the difference. Can you see, children? Can you see this and read? See, for example, I tell you the characteristics of living things. See, one is feeding, growth, respiration, movement, sensitivity, and reproduction. See, living things eat, living things breathe, and living things grow. For example, I'll tell you. See, baby, first mommy giving birth. Then you have a small baby. Then after 1 year, baby able to stand. It is growing, yes or no? Then after 4 years, you're joining the school. After that, you're completing 10th. Then you're going to PU college. Then you're becoming a adult. Yes or no? You're growing. So living things can eat, breathe, breathe and grow. Okay, so some non-living things show some of the characteristics, but living things show all the characteristics. Okay, see, these are some of the two living things and non-living things. Okay, is that clear, children? Is that clear? So you should confirm, you should be like what to tell, what is living things and non-living things. Okay, so all living things breathe the air around us. The oxygen in the air is used by the body to convert the food which we eat to energy. Living things cannot live without air. Okay, so without the air we cannot live. So non-living things do not breathe, so they don't need oxygen, they don't need air. Okay, so plants and animals are living things, but see, once again I tell you, animals breathe through their nose and send the air to the lungs. But look at this fish breathe through their gills. Insects breathe through air tubes present in their body called spiracles. Okay, so there are different ways in which plants and animals breathe. Okay, so these are some of the difference. One example I'll tell you, eagle will breathe through that holes in their beaks. Both the sides it has two holes. Okay, frog lives on both water and the land, so it's an amphibian. So it can breathe in air through lungs while it is staying on the land, and when it jumps into the water it will breathe through their skin. Is that clear, children? Next, plants also breathe. That you don't know, but I will just explain you. Plants breathe through tiny little holes present on their leaves called stoma. It is stoma. But how humans breathe? Humans breathe through their lungs. As soon as you come out from your mother's womb, you start to breathe. But living things, non-living things, do not breathe. Confirm that. Living things, you and I will breathe through the lungs, but non-living things do not breathe. Is that clear, children? Okay, see, all living things need energy. Okay, see, all living things need energy. Okay, what are the living things? Plants, animals, and humans. They get this energy from food. See, if we eat two idli or two uppit or vada, like that, if we eat, we get energy. Is that clear? We are getting energy. How plants getting energy? Green plants can make their own food in their leaves using water and nutrients taken from the soil, sunlight, air, and a green substance called chlorophyll found in the leaves. So thus the plants are eating. See, some non-green plants such as mushrooms cannot make their own food. They get their food from the decaying matter from the soil. Can you see the mushrooms after the rainy season near the trees, big trees? Mushrooms will grow. See, they are eating, they are getting the food from the decaying matter and spoiled things. Okay, how humans eat? Humans eat the plants and animals. Yes or no? We are eating plants and animals. We are eating soap saru, we are eating chicken, mutton, everything we are eating. Yes or no? We are getting energy from the food we eat. But non-living things do not eat. Non-living things do not eat. Okay. So in the last class, do you remember that we have seen herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous? Just a quick review. See here, what is herbivorous? Animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous. Okay, animals are also eating, they are also growing, so they are living things. And few eat another animals like lion. Okay, and we all omnivorous, we eat both plants and animals. So all living things grow. When living things grow old, they die. See, plants, for example. Okay, I will show you one video which I took in near my house. We have a gulmohar tree, big tree. I'll show you how it grows. See, for example, I'll tell you how it grows. So, we will listen to this video. Okay, see how it happens. Okay, see here. Can you listen? This formed. Seeds are sometimes located in the fruit the plant produced. Once the seed is in the suitable place, it begins to grow. So for the seed to go through germination, it needs three conditions: water, oxygen and warmth. Germination is when the seeds crack and the roots grow downwards. The sprout, the next stage, the sprout is when the shoot reaches the surface. Sprout take water and nutrients from the soil and sunlight and oxygen to grow. So the seedlings only have a few leaves. Their leaves are vulnerable to many elements. Okay. So next to this, it grows. How it grows? Slowly. Small saplings. See here, small leaves, small stem. It is very feeble. See here, very flexible. So this is small plant. Then it slowly grows into adult. It slowly grows into adult, and this last stage of the plant cycle, life cycle, is adult plant. See, then it grows like this. Okay, a small, like it grows. If you stand to your height, it will grow. Okay, this is very. See, look at this trunk. It is not very strong. You can break it. Yes or no? You can break it. You can't see flowers. You can't see any seeds. But now this last stage of the plant life cycle. See. So now you have seen that how seeds grow up to become plants and plants grow up to become trees. Like that, same animals grow from small animal to an adult animal, and humans grow from baby to an adult. Okay, so these are few things. Okay, so these are the characteristics living things: feeding, growth, breathing or respiration, movement, sensitivity and reproduction. So some non-living things may show some of these characteristics, but living things show all the characteristics. Okay, so now we have to understand this. Okay, so plants do not need to move from place to place in search of food, as they make their own food. However, some plants such as mimosa move when touched. See, the lotus plant moves towards the light from the sun. See, animals move from place to place in search of food and shelter or to escape from predators. Animals can move by themselves, non-living things cannot do. They only move when someone moves them. So different animals move differently. See, animals can walk, run, crawl, jump, swim. Okay, humans move from place to place with the help of their. How do you walk? Yes, with the help of legs. Very good. Okay, so animals and birds, they move. Only thing I wanted to explain you is here the owl is telling how the mango is grown. See, once the seed is sowed, okay, the seed is sowed, from that the sprout is coming, and from the sprout small sapling is coming, and that from the sapling a small plant is coming. From that plant you can see flowers, you can see small mango coming out, unripened food. Then later after this tree becoming big, it grows and a beautiful and tasty mango is coming out. Okay, so I am telling you few difference between the living things and non-living things. See, all living things feel the changes in the surroundings around them. So the reaction of living things towards their surroundings is called response to stimuli. When I beat or when you prick with a pin, what happens? Immediately you cry, it pains. Like that, even the animals also, if you hit an animal, it start. See, for example, you go touch the dog, street dogs, how it barks. Once you throw a stone, it starts to bark. That is like an external stimuli. Okay, and another plant, touch me not. When you touch, what happens? It closes. Yes or no? It closes. There is some reaction. Okay, that is called as stimuli. That is also stimuli. So living things knows, they have that feelings. Okay, but non-living things don't. See, and also no, living things reproduce. Last point is reproduction. So it will reproduce. I told you, for plants, if you sow seeds, then it grows and become a big adult tree. What happened to chicken? First it lays egg, from the egg it comes chick, and from the chick we become a hen. And for human beings, mother is giving birth, and the baby is growing, and it becomes adult. Yes or no? So I was telling you how many points I was telling you with the example for animals, plants and humans. See, living things are plants, animals and human beings. So living things move, they feel, and they reproduce. Yes or no? And that difference I already told you. What are the difference? It eats, it breathes, eats, and it grows. Okay, so these are the things you should understand and write it in this column. Next, come here, compare these pictures given below, before and after. See, once the if you plant a rose plant, see, for example, you keep a rose plant, so what happens? It grows and it gives a rose flower. Whether book will grow, any reaction, books will move, books is breathing, no. But chick, third point, yeah, it's a living thing. See here, first it comes from out of an egg, and from that egg chick is coming, and the chick growing into a hen or a cock. Whether the table, stool, whether it is moving, no. The last picture, baby picture. After the baby picture, you're growing. Every year you're growing, every year you're celebrating your birthday. Yes or no? See, look at this picture now. The girl is eating and the boy is watering the plant. A chick is also eating, a cow is also grazing. So all living things need food. So each and everything, that's what I told you. See, eagle is breathing. How it breathes? With that two holes. Okay. Then the fish is breathing through the gills, I told you. Yes or no? Just before the class we were explaining all these things. Okay. Okay, so finally I told you it reproduce. Okay, baby is produced and it is growing to adult, and the plant from the seeds it becoming the adult tree. Cow also gives birth and it grows and become an adult cow. So it breathes everything. Okay, so I told you 5 or 6 points. Look at this, we will compare now. When I was telling you the characteristics of living things and non-living things, according to that, I explained the animals and birds and humans. Okay, so now we will revise. Plants do not move. Okay, it needs sunshines to yield food. So for food, what the plants need, it doesn't move, but it gets that energy from the sunlight, soil and water. It have leaves, from that leaves green color only it saves the energy, food. Okay, so what animals do? Some animals go and eat the other animals. It moves. Okay, it is moving. Plants do not move, but animals will move. See, kangaroo jump and go, snake crawl and go, a lion run fast, cheetah also run fast. Like that, it moves and hunt the animals, and they are eating. They breathe. Plants also breathe. Animals will have babies. Okay, plants will have seeds. Okay, animals have eyes, mouth, okay, legs. See, what is the both we can compare? It needs food. Both of them need food. It will grow. It is living things. Both are living things, and it has colors and it needs water. So finally, see, look at this some examples and do these exercises. Okay, there are some similarities between plants and animals. For examples, both plants and animals respire, breathe. So observe this picture given below and write the similarities in the space provided. Okay, then come to the next page. You have observed the difference between the plants and animals. So look at the picture given below and write the difference in the space provided. So do this. Okay, so before ending the class, I would like to ask you few questions. Okay, whether you are totally understood or not. Human beings are living things. True or false? True. Non-living things can breathe. See, table, chair, laptop, phone, can it breathe? No. The water, air, sunlight are living things. Water, air, sunlights are living things. It gives energy. Okay, it gives energy for few living things. Okay, see, plants, it gives energy for the plants, sunlight, all these things. Okay, so living things can grow, use energy and breathe. Yeah, true. Non-living things have senses. No, true or false. Non-living things don't have sense. Okay, stimuli. Living organisms can reproduce. True. So we will finalize with the characteristics of living things. What are the living things? Okay, see, living things, characteristics of living things. What is the characteristics of living things? It is made up of cells and it responds to this environment, that is stimuli. It grows and it develops. It obtains energy. It reproduces. So I tell you this 5 points. See, I told you the living things should eat, it should move, it should grow and it should reproduce. Non-living things will not feed, will not eat, will not move, it does not grow and it does not reproduce. So, see, for example, a rabbit move from one place to another. So it is living things. Whether car is a living thing or non-living thing, it moves but it needs petrol to move. It is a non-living things. Okay, car is a non-living things. Okay, children, is that clear till now? What are living things and non-living things? So finally, we should keep in mind: eat, move, grow, reproduce. 4 points you should keep it in your mind. What are they? The 4 things: eat, move, grow, reproduce. So if all these done, it is a living thing. If this 4 does not done, it is a non-living thing. Thank you so much, children. Please read the lessons.